What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Process for Profits, all service business, all success, service business simplified. Question for you guys. How many of you guys that are watching me today invested in crypto? One of the cryptos that, the owners are having problems right now. And if you feel comfortable, did you invest over $497 into crypto? Just a yes or a no. I would like to know that for my own personal data collecting purposes. And I say that to say this because a lot of people were investing in something that they really had no ideal of, but they had trust, they had faith, and they did research, right? And it led them to invest in crypto and believe in it. I'm getting questions from you guys that lead me to believe that you don't believe in yourself. Because if you want to be truly a service business owner, you have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you can pick up the phone, that you can look at something and provide them a service. Of course, I started off with cleaning. That was the easiest thing. And that's what I want you guys to realize. It's the easiest thing. And you all know how to do it. It's not something that you don't know how to do. Excuse Marley, she's snoring. She's pregnant. She got a lot going on over there. But if you don't change your mindset and do the first thing to bet on you, here's what's going on in the market right now. You need to get into the cleaning or the service business market right now as a painter, as a plumber, as an electrician, as a framer, as a window cleaner, and as a regular post-construction cleaner. Why? Because the growth is still there, although it's slowing down due to inflation and people's money not going as far. They're kind of trying to see it out, and the holidays, obviously. But if you get in now, next year, once it rockets up, because we still have a shortage, we're still in a little bit of a bubble dealing with that whole thing, you'll be first one to be called. Now, I want you guys to start going big. When you see a new hotel, a new senior living facility or community, go and try to get the contract. At a minimum, go and get the contact, because that contact becomes your client potentially forever. Once you have the information to the inside, you can call, you need to constantly email to see if they have anything coming up. Then that allows you to forecast your potential profits over time. And with it kind of slowing down, when we're getting these contracts now, you guys need to make sure that you have some type of protection in there for you that says, hey, if they bail on these projects and don't complete these 50 houses that they said they would give me, then a percentage of unpaid opportunities need to be paid back to the company. That gives you protection. Now, it's not going to be very easy to get it, but it gives you recourse, right? Without that, it's hard for you to say, hey, I didn't put these other people on my books and now I missed out on this money and you're billing me on that money. But at least if you have that there, that gives you recourse to be able to go to the local court system and say, hey, my company needs to be paid. And then the attorney fees will have to be paid by them in the end. But if they're not getting their money, it's going to make it hard. That happened before. I don't foresee that happening. I just see it slowing down a little bit. Really? You're going to snore so loud? I don't foresee that happening. But I have read the forecast. I'll add that in here. My recent data collection points where single family housing is slowing down, right? They're giving incentives and stuff, but it's just slowing down. It's the winter, kids are out of school. Nobody's really moving like that. But commercial isn't, right? So these 15-story buildings with residential units on top, commercial on bottom, these mixed-use developments, they're still getting their permits pulled, approved, and they're still starting building. That's why I want you guys to think a little bit bigger, right? Because if you invested in crypto and you went big because it was like you was getting 45,000 for your dollar because however the decimal point worked there, then you can believe in yourself and do this too. Again, that's why I teach learning the process of getting in the door and selling to other businesses, because it's a lot easier to sell to a business than it is to a person. Business to business, business to consumer, right? Your consumer's going to think about their budget a little bit more. Yes, the business is going to think about their budget, but they're not playing with their money. They're playing with their numbers, and they want their numbers to look good. They want their numbers to look clean, so they can obviously get more contracts to build more developments. Selling to a client, they want this task done, and they want it done at this price. They're not negotiating on anything else, not future projects. So that's why I preach that you guys should start out the gate selling to businesses. It's easier. They're all around, and it's not just one-offs, because you might get with one contractor in this contracting company, but there's 15 other ones, and he's not doing just one project, the one that you got with, he's signed 7 other ones. So you potentially have 8 projects with him, plus 15 other guys that may have 8 projects that they own. So you're at 100 projects potentially with one company just by one contact. So you have to make the contact. The contact is very important. It's more important than a contract, because you can't get that without this, right? You got one first, then the next, and then you build upon that. And it's like a ball. It's just going to keep rolling, keep steamrolling, keep going. The sectors of the country that slowed down a dip in building is going to be the West Coast, the South, the Midwest, and the Northeast is booming. So Boston, Maine, New York, your guys are still booming up there. They're still pulling contracts, they're still pulling permits as expected, if not a little bit more. So when I say it's slowing down, we're just talking about permit pulls, permit applications, and things like that to be able to get construction done. Obviously inflation, shipping, all of that plays a part in all of this. Imagine, right? Because I've also seen this happen, but I overcame it because, forget that, I'm getting this contract, Imagine going in as the painter, right? Your wife can be the cleaner. The painters always have their wife in there cleaning. And she's not cleaning for a painting fee, although he bids in it. They're getting it all for one. But that doesn't look good on their line items, right? So I came in because they were having a problem with communicating with them, getting her to show them when they needed it, getting it to go. And I'm like, hey, what's going on here? Do you have a good, I'm looking to build a working relationship with you. I see that you already have some of these units up, so I'm sure you already got cleaners, but are you looking to add more? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm actually not happy with my cleaners for such and such and such a reason. And that's how I was able to overcome that. But imagine if you're the painter going in and that's your wife. Y'all offer outstanding service. Y'all answer. Y'all are accountable. Y'all are responsible. That's 2 checks. So outside of 100 jobs, now you up 200 checks out of the 100 opportunities. See how that goes? So it's perspective, right? Imagine if you're the pressure washer and you connect with the painter that's already on this site, he gonna want you to pressure wash it down. My very first apartment complex, you go back to the videos on the page, I connected with the painter. And what he let me know is he been on the outside and the inside of the buildings. He's only maintaining the inside, then he paid somebody to do the outside of the buildings. And he was still eating. Gravy. It was like $9,000 a unit, like $9,000 one of those buildings on the outside that he was profiting. And I was like, man, what? Shout out to him. He had land and animals and stuff in South America. So he's super cool. Shout out to him. But those are the type of things that you could do when you start your service business. And with all that's going on, inflation going on, you don't think my price is going up too? If they're getting charged more for the wood, you don't think my price is going up too? I got fuel charges. So a rising tide raises all ships, in the good and in the bad, right? So if the economy's bad right now, but everybody got to raise their prices, you're raising your prices too. When the economy's good and everybody's going up, you're going up too. So it's all a win if you look at it that way. That's what you guys got to start doing though. Expand your mind, offer the services that you're good at. I bet you some of y'all done painted walls in y'all house. Some of y'all done put wallpaper up in y'all house. Y'all clean your windows, I hope. And I know you clean it. Come on, guys. Like it's an opportunity for you to make money. even with all the doom and gloom that they talk about. So I'm doing my part. I'm bundling everything together. This is the first time I've ever done a bundle. I'm hoping more of you take advantage of it because it'll set you with a good path going into the next year. You'll be able to start your next year. Well, you'll be able to end this year doing everything that you're normally doing with a different mindset. Because some of you might not start right now, and I get it, but at least get the course, go through the course. The course is not long. It's not one of them 6-hour courses. It's not that. It's quick. It's digestible because I want you guys to be able to get started. Like, it's one of those courses you can go through in a day, start noticing things because you've changed your mindset in the beginning, and then come back to it, and within a couple weeks be up and running. I go through everything in there, from business formation, securing your free EIN because it's not something you pay for, contacting clients, being able to notice the work, what level, what stage the work is in when you see it at these particular points. Again, it comes with pictures. I'm going to include the templates. So that's the email, the cold calls, the incoming calls, the cold visit, what to say, follow-up emails. I'm going to include all of that in there. And for the first 10 people that purchase, you're going to get a one-on-one consultation with me. And we're going to start scheduling those out for right after the new year. So I'm going to let you guys go out, have your holidays, get drunk, and then starting on the 4th, I'm going to start having my first calls. So that's for the first 10 people that sign up. I don't want to fill my first month up too much, and I want to be able to give value. So within that consult call, here's what's going to happen. You purchase the course, you're going to get an email with a questionnaire. It's going to ask you a certain number of things. So once you fill out that questionnaire, I schedule it, and I know then, so I can start doing my data, my research on your location, the building, the numbers, the type of developers in your local area based on what it is that you answer to the questionnaire. So we'll be able to have a very good consult first, right? And then you can be on your way. From there, if you want to, purchase mentoring, you'll be able to do that. But for the first 10 people, they're going to get a free consult with me. What's going to happen, again, get the email, fill it out appropriately. Don't lie. If I ask you if you started your business, the answer is either yes or no. If I ask you how long you've been in your business, the answer is a definite time. If I ask you if you collected any revenue in your business, the answer is either yes or no. And I need you to be honest, because if it's no, I know we're starting at the beginning, and that's great. If it's yes, you've collected $5,000, I know you're started, you know what you're doing, but you got some kinks that you need to work out, and we can work out those kinks. Don't lie to me. If you tell me, yeah, I started out, I'm at $50,000 a month, then I know you're good. Your systems and your processes are what's slowing you down, and your inability to let go. That's what's going to slow you down. So I then know every place point you guys are at, and we're able to build from there, create you a plan to move forward. So again, guys, I'm Perry, signing off. Process for Profits, all service business, all success, service business simplified. Believe in yourself, guys. It's easier to believe in yourself, dictate your path, than it is to invest in some of this stuff. I know it's easy to click and put your money in there, but it's much more beneficial to you to change your mindset, to be able to see money as an opportunity. When you look in the mirror now, you know what you're good at because you've been able to see the opportunities. All right?